Welcome everyone to more live merchandise design. Nobody was ever fired for choosing T2 Linux, obviously. There's even our probably here somewhere. We got merch and we need to design some more proper merch, and why not try to do some stuff together. So we have two things of Don't Mess with My Linux Father, and the only constant is change. Obviously we need more of that so people can order some good fashion to go with their most fast Linux distribution. I have some ideas, obviously. I have some more ideas. The one idea which we, by the way, did I want? Maybe I didn't want. Do I have that open? I hope I don't. The only problem. And yeah, my Mac OS desktop. Don't mind that. I'm only using that because Asahi Linux, although Linus Torvalds is using it. Obviously, I need graphic acceleration, right, and a video hardware accelerated encoder. Not that I share here too many. Also, yeah, somehow my Mac OS desktop always file management on Mac OS, whatever. And usually I would do that on T2 Linux, obviously, where I for 20 years had GIMP, 1997, right? GIMP, Inkscape, Scribus and stuff, but that's what you got if your company issues you a unsuccessful Apple Silicon laptop. So yeah, but obviously we use Inkscape. Also the graphic performance, it's macOS, right? It's not like it's still her streaming performance. Anyway, I hope that triggered all of them now. And what did we want? I wanted to make a note here somewhere, I think. All right, that is what I want. I wanted to copy the list of architecture. So we wanted to do two things. And also, if you're a graphic designer and my hobbyist graphic design stuff triggers you, then send some proper graphic designs my way, right? So two things for today. Obviously, nobody ever got fired for choosing T2 Linux, right? And I come up with this shit usually myself, right? If you wonder where do we come up with this nonsense, it's like obviously coming up with this nonsense myself. Cheers. And the other thing is the list of architectures, right? The only thing, yeah, you probably also, if you want any of this stuff, which is also on our YouTube shop now and stuff, and you think it could be more perfect, just send notes my way, right? Because of just adding all those architectures, which maybe we do also, maybe save that first. By the way, really, also, yeah, macOS, right? And then you get a GTK file chooser, but now T2 architectures and stuff. So there are even multiple ways to do that, right? So we would have, so yeah, there's so many questions, right? Do we use the T2 names? I mean, maybe it would make sense to use the T2 names that it would be x86, or do we use more, yeah, it's maybe, this is a little bit, 6 also, I do that wrong, right? Best without typos. Yeah, I mean certainly it's not 386, because it was removed from the Linux kernel. I don't know, maybe we stick with those architectures we actually support. But these are the questions, right? Do we use what? I mean, 386 might trigger more people. 386, but yeah. Other questions. I mean, obviously we probably want it colorful. Then do we choose them randomly, right? These are all the. I mean, you could easily spend hours with this stuff, right? If you're wondering why we don't have more merch yet, it's like, yeah, this stuff take some time. We probably want to put all of them here. I mean, the thing is, all of them, including, I mean, maybe all of them since yesterweek, because otherwise we would have Long Arch. Not really sure. Do we want to print Long Arch on that already? Oops. I mean, yeah, let's see. So what we probably should make it a little bit systematic. Sometimes I wish this is also the thing to have here some more notes. I wish this stuff would be like more automated, like on the command line, like if you could more easily and like application wide, like for this list, add this. I probably should somehow like I'm not even sure what kind of, yeah, maybe it has Python scripting and stuff, but yeah. So because due to that, maybe we should make it a little bit more systematic. Otherwise, we forget some or already started. And the other thing is, if you have ideas, leave them in the comments below, because like lots of stuff you could sort it alphabetically, which might be boring. You could sort them randomly, which might look the best, a little bit chaotic. So many possibilities, right? So if we have this already twice, open risk, let's make it in that order. Maybe we need to look up, and then the next, right? Do we just make it lowercase because, or do we look up the official spelling? Yeah, I think I will not, however, include the ABI variants like PowerPC, Little Endian and stuff. And here's the thing, right? Do we want... Yeah, that is there. I mean, honestly, that might look better than either PowerPC or, by the way, I'm a little bit not the greatest fan of this. But also would mean we would have ARM. What is the official spelling? Open risk. Leave in the comments below. It might look better, but leave in the comments below. So I really hate that this cursor thing always changes to the other. Yeah. I mean, we could do both. The only thing is, it is quite some manual effort to load all of those designs to the website. So where are we? PowerPC, OpenRISC, PowerPC, x86, ARM, RISC-V. What is their official? Oops. Yeah. I mean, the other thing is, I mean, in the long term, we could make multiple designs. We could use the official logos. However, I just realized the other day I wanted to print in Rust we trust. So that is funny for the Rust loving people. And then I realized their logo guidelines forbid the use on, explicitly forbid the use on commercial t-shirts of all things, right? I mean, they say like small quantities, like community event stuff, not for profit, you could do, but yeah, so, but maybe I make anyway in Rust we trust without the official logo, right? If you obviously can print your own text. So what else was it? RISC-V. Yeah, I think like they have, oops. I think this, does it look, they have a dash there, but I think this looks a little bit strange, but we can fine tune that later. And if you have ideas now, leave them in the comments below. Because if we do the same, this looks a little bit strange. Or we only make, but yeah, if we only make the main things, like not 64-bit variants, it is, that are not that many, right? If you want to show off that we support everything, then. So RISC-V, PowerPC, Spark. Yeah, even that becomes quite some, right? Can we, where is the text size? Was it not? Ah, here. At least that works. Do they have random? They probably don't have random color application. What was the next? All right, Spark. And I mean, maybe it makes sense. And deviate from, I mean, we changed already from having more official capitalization because Spark 46, oops, no, we zoom somehow. I think Spark 64 is a little bit boring. I think, did Fujitsu use more Spark 64? I think Sun used Ultra Spark. Oops. And then there's a question, right? Do we use Ultra Spark? It might make this more interesting than just Spark 64. Otherwise, we have lots of 64 in there. I don't know. Leave me in the comments. Where did we... yeah, leave me in the comments below. It's a Spark 64. I'm a little bit torn between making a T2 used and better looking. So, and this is also HPPA risk. What is there? What do we use? We use HP. Yeah, honestly, PA risk looks so much better than maybe this become too little. Maybe we make a asterisk and like and 64-bit variants. Where have we been here? Probably. In my opinion, PA risk. I think, does the Linux kernel use PA risk? And this is kind of stuff of some recurring theme, right? The only constant is change and regressions. Did they use PA risk here? Or, yeah, here they use PA risk, but otherwise it's HP PA. That is also a little bit silly, to be honest, of all the silly things. Yeah, with that, should we try? I mean, you know what? We can move that out of the visible canvas and see how much. Other stuff, other ideas, we could position this like a circle. Might look interesting. Alpha mode. So yeah, maybe this also, I mean, maybe 24. Maybe I should actually add them to some PR repository for other like GitHub or stuff for other to play with. PA risk, Motorola. What is even the more official 68K? What is the just like that? Freaking old, right? Honestly, maybe simply that looks, does that look maybe the best? So what else? The next thing was alpha. Alpha. Yeah, and then this thing should be really S390, but maybe we should if we already want. What was their official? Was it with a dash or without? Yeah, dash, huh? Although it does not look, I mean, unless we add some, I think what was manual kerning, here shift and, no, option, and if we manual kern that maybe, otherwise I think, oops, that is also the wrong one. Maybe 68-64. Yeah, it becomes a little bit much. I only wonder, I mean, how do we position those? We had this, you had this here. I think underscore looks silly. I mean, other things So you're saying that, in my opinion, this looks a little bit meh. We could also call that AMD64 to trigger Intel fans, but this is all a little bit. Yeah. So IAS 390 ARC. What is the official ARC? ARC in all caps. Oops. One way, so yeah, randomly look I don't know, yeah, we will see later. But so even trying out all that stuff takes quite a while. Other things, we could sort this alphabetically and put them center aligned, left and right or something. Arc, microblaze. What is a microblaze? Microblaze. Did I copy that already? Maybe not. Yeah, it gets a little bit much. We could also, I mean, you could, even with this simple stuff, right, you could easily spend your whole afternoon trying 20 designs, randomly different, also different sizes, maybe some already huge text, smaller size. Also, they are less important. Maybe we try that later. Microblaze, what else do we have here? Microblaze Neos 2. Oh, what is their spelling? Oh, they even have that with maybe something like with escape we get faster out of there. Yeah, design, right, as difficult as code. Neos 2 X30, so this is AVR32. I think they were all caps also. What did I say? AVR32. And Super H, Spark Long Arch. I think Super H was similar to PowerPC. Yeah. And what was the other? Oh, right, Long Arch. I think they have that. Oops. Like that. We could try. So I got a font for free on some Instagram advertisement using here and N27 just for the fun. Why is the zooming? Is the zooming sus? How? Why is this not snappy? Hello, zooming. Why is this in 2022 not? Why is this rendering with less than 1 frame a second? Why does this, or can we hear? I should have some proto molecule. Where is my? Do I have it on this? PT proto molecule. Does it look better? Does it even change? I think it didn't really change. All right, the proto-molecule font is anyway not that helpful because you see it only has all caps, so probably we don't want this, except it doesn't just change. Also, yeah, open source usability, right? Why would? I mean, I probably selected wrong, but yeah. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18. Does it sound about right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. MIPS. I think I forgot MIPS. Do we have MIPS? Did I say it's error prone if you just do this manually? Who could I mean, maybe, I mean, there are different variants, right? Notec asked for arch triplets, although I think they probably get even more too long. Yeah, so now comes the even more challenging part. Maybe we actually do that later. So what would be zoom? Would it be control? Do we have some? So here is somewhere here. Oh, there. So I have just some A4 size. I think at least I have. We could, I mean, if we would become as big as other tech tips channel in the water bottles, we could, of course, try different variants. We could even hire someone and pay someone to do market, like this graphic artwork all day. What would be, what looks, but so even if we position them like a circle, it would even be quite some effort to position that. Open, nobody fired. So now let's continue with this later, because it will take a while. Not even sure if I will. Also, yeah, people like, why do we not have merge? It's like, yeah, thank you much. Even that takes quite a while, right? So, I mean, this panning here is quite, why is zooming? I mean, why is this not more snappy? I mean, sure, it's GTK and Cairo and Pango, but yeah. Graphic acceleration of UIs 20 previous video, right? Let's quickly try the other one. Nobody ever got fired for choosing. And then I probably, or do we? All right, we want this all caps. And I mean, we could try this proto molecule, which I sometimes otherwise use for some stuff. Yeah, why is this not? The font selection is also a little bit. Oh, why is this not more just working? Yeah, I guess it's not the most readable. Is this N20? Yeah, N27. Why not use a free font? Oh, free font if you got it for free, otherwise. Where is the line spacing? The question is, so should we have maybe like more? Okay, this changes it for all. So probably 10 years ago I was more fluid in Inkscape. Probably want. So this there it starts. I think the other N27 variants you need to pay for. I think only that's, yeah, if you use commercial fonts you get it for free. Then yeah, well, you probably want to use some open fonts, because now I don't have bold here unless we fix it somehow. Otherwise, do I have open? Oh wait, I think so, because I would want, or does it synthesize bold here? Maybe not. It probably doesn't have built-in support. Do we have open? Otherwise I also use open Sans. Apparently don't. Probably should have installed that. I'm live on YouTube installing some fonts. Why? I hate set as set show. Regular. Why is this so shitty? Or did I have them installed already? And this is simply not showing it. Hello, fonts. if you thought fonts suck on Linux, then welcome to macOS. Of course, in 2022 we still need to restart applications. Well, probably not Mac native applications, but GTK applications. I probably didn't have that installed. The benefit of that is we have like semi-bold and stuff. Also, the selection here, this is so stupid. Why is here a font selection when this doesn't work like that one? It's like, yeah. Semi-bold, is that better? Actually, to be honest, I don't like the fonts the most. There's a reason when. Is this nicer? Actually, to be honest. I mean, we could have N27 here and mix the font to... maybe we cut that out of there. Oh, also no, I did this stupidly. So yeah, I zoomed with the touchpad. This is why this is probably GTK, probably as so often. Just blame, oops. Just blame GTK for it. Should we make this? Oh, wait a second. If we want to make this more IBM-like, we probably want to keep that short and not. Why is here some? Did it not previously had some? Oh, why is it not showing font options now? Or was I just blind, or? Oh no, this is already justified, I think. So either we use that, or how does proto-molecule, is it even proto-molecule? Do we have a, no bold for proto-molecule. So this does not look the most like what I wanted it to look. Maybe we try with that. So for the right look for that, we also... The thing is, do people get that, right? Maybe... Do you rather want an SDE or a Linux? Maybe most people rather would want that. The thing is, once we cut, I wanted, why this, does it not have center on? Why is this always using open source stuff, and did it not the other day snap on? Maybe it has an option to enable snapping on stuff. It's also selected. And then Protop usually. So yeah, graphic rendering, right? It's like, yeah. Can't even blame macOS. This is kind of. I mean, it's probably also multi-core, right? It does not look the most threaded, and then obviously it's splitting that in tiles and right, yeah. Where is the? Okay, maybe I should not have done it like that. Some of this looks strange, to be honest. I mean, we could try to give that a little bit look. Also, yeah, by the way, live on this channel, some design stuff, right? Actually, maybe it looks better like that. And so what I wanted to do is this kind of, I hope we will get sued for that. So how many stripes do they have? I mean, not that it would matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe? That would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8. Obviously one more than gaps. If we want to clone that, probably it has convert text to parse. Convert to text. I want to convert to parse. Object to parse, maybe. Is this no path? Yeah, no, it's a path. And now we can't edit it like that, right? Just a pro tip for it. And so the way that works, we probably would need, does it have, what do we have here? Yeah, difference and exclusion and cut. So probably we could draw some other objects here, maybe for where our right colors are, like here. That's also my Wi-Fi antenna is, my RISC-V Wi-Fi antenna is in the way of my display. But usually it doesn't matter, but no, it. Oh, maybe, so this is just for visualization. Do we have transparent here? Just as a visual aid. So theoretically, I can operate AutoCAD. I have a professional AutoCAD training from many years ago. So with AutoCAD, it would be easy to, it's like probably maybe instead of a microkernel, I should write amazing applications because somehow this all leaves a little bit to be desired. With AutoCAD, you could like endpoint here, load like 90-degree angle to there, and then like even intersect and split. I'm not sure if you can do that with Inkscape. Maybe not. So we would also, yeah. I mean, this is crazy how lagging that is. It is as lagging. I mean, yeah, right. You probably does OBS like, yeah. I mean, I can't even blame macOS for that. Do you see you see the mouse cursor? It is crazy that this is the highest, and this is even their official build. This is not like some crappy T2 build stuff. How can this be that laggy? And recurring theme, right? I made a previous video a year or two ago that nowadays lots of stuff is not even hardware graphic accelerated, right? It's mostly software blended, and that probably not even particularly well, except the open source people, GTK and Canvas and yay. But how that little graphic can be that slow on an 8 or so plus, it's a M1 Max, right? Anyway. So if we want to have two cuts there, let's maybe use, when I see this, I always like, obviously I would be richer if I wouldn't do so much open source stuff and just do some commercial applications, obviously. Right? And always when I see stuff not as amazing as this, is like, I mean, maybe Adobe InDesign is faster, but I mean, this is so slow. How can this be so? I don't know. This is just silly. So I'm doing that manually. Ideally, maybe I should just like 2022 using AutoCAD. Oh, wait a second. This is even some overshoot there. That is. I mean, maybe to make this really amazing, like an IBM like logo thing, one would even need to manually fine-tune that stuff. Also, yeah, this performance is ridiculous, to be honest. Okay, let's see how that works out. Oh, by the way, is this long enough to? Yeah, it is good. Oops. The graphic performance. What should I say? 1. So we set 8. I mean, it doesn't need to be exactly the same, obviously. So we would keep that. Delete that. I mean, if it's not identical, it's even better not to get sued, probably. Although probably nobody will sue us that quickly for unsuccessful Linux distribution. Oops, no, don't. theoretically, I would actually argue also, I mean, besides that the software should be better, that you wouldn't want to do that manually, ideally. In my opinion, it would be cooler, not only for us, but in general, if this is like algorithm driven and you would write code for that, like for that stuff, generate a path, rectangle, and use the intersectional stuff. Maybe I should actually zoom more in. I mean, it doesn't, precision, that doesn't matter the most. Maybe I manually move it around. Where do we need the next one? So if this is not evenly dividable, which I have the impression it is not, right? So yeah, so this is how, if you eyeball that, then that's what you get. Yeah, so much to just copying stuff quickly, like copying other people's logo quickly. That's what you get. Does it make? I mean, we have some, how is it called, overshooting here for that anyway. So, I mean, maybe we actually leave it like that, then space it out here a little bit. Theoretically, we could make that a little bit bigger. Ah, shit, we make a tiny mistake. Some of this copying copied that stupidly. Darn. Why does this copy always is always? Should have used AutoCAD for that. I move this with cursor keys just so that I don't move it the other direction. So I have no idea how well this will look like. Maybe it does not look well, we will see. So what do we want? We want the basically exclusion, right? Somehow this did nothing. Why? Or maybe I selected that wrong. Oh wait, somehow not all are. It should be passes, right? So what do we want? Division? Why does it not do? Somehow this doesn't do much. I wonder why. What kind of object is that currently? Or maybe we fill in stroke. Where would be the? But don't tell me it's still text. I mean, if it's still text, we can still object to path. Did we not do that? Yeah, this is. Why does this not work better? Which key do we need to press for that to select? Or do we maybe we need to make those objects to pass? Yeah, I wish this stuff would be more intuitive. Sure, you can learn that object to pass. Maybe this wasn't pass enough. So maybe we should save, not that the stuff crashes. So what did we? Theoretically, I said exclusion, right? Hey, that did something. Not really what we wanted, but we are on the right track. Probably this wasn't pass enough. So I should try division. Oh, that didn't do a thing. Difference? Why does it now do nothing? Maybe cut? Why is this so shitty? Probably I don't understand the concept enough. I mean, theoretically, if I actually would have done it the other way around, we could do intersection. That doesn't do anything now either. Why? Or does it? Oh, this is really a little bit. Nah. This is really silly. I wish this undo would keep the selection. It's much too quickly copying this. Programmer tries to use graphic application live on. Okay, I guess I read the freaking manual and try that another day. Oops. I thought I tried. Did I not press new document? No. I hope I saved that. Apparently. Okay, so that another day. Yeah. So much to quickly earn some money with some merch, right? So last but not least, what do we do with this one? Should we try to sort them? I mean, if we just... Or is sorting... Does it also... Where is this one? Which... yes, this is... If we sort them by size, I mean, we can... I mean, certainly arm, risk 5, which... maybe it gives it a lot more interesting look. I mean, certainly not arch. Risk 5, certainly, right? If we are really honest, actually, second, maybe we do that differently. Maybe it's easier to... Also, some more text. Why is the text stuff away again? There we have text. Why do we not have... Where's the text size? Here's the font size. Why is the font size so strange? So why is it not 52? I didn't know. Does it even change? It doesn't even change. Oh, this is also ridiculous. I mean, why this doesn't work more intuitively? Whatever that doesn't do. Yeah. Maybe the Inkscape developer watches this and makes this stuff a little more intuitive. What I actually wanted to do is use wise, by the way, or do we need to be in the text? Where is the text thing there? Oh no, we have the does it, keeps it. If we, so arc, spark, if we, actually, you know what, let's make the really unknown. Does it even multi-select? There's not currently multi-select, so much to that idea. Nah, somehow every reasonable thing I try here does not. I somewhat wonder how you want to efficiently want to get work done like that. I mean, honestly, like touch would even be faster, right? But not like what Apple would have touch in there. Which one do we leak? Okay, open risk, obviously also not that used. And arc. Do we have, oops. Yeah, that comes when you don't have multi-selection, you need to 500 million times. Click around here. So what we are left with are arms, certainly. Let's make this larger. PowerPC, obviously. Risk 5. x86. Somehow, obviously, the others, are the others small? What do we do with... I mean, we could have... Should x86 be in the center? I mean, not like that I would like it the most, but it's just what it is. I mean, should we sort it or not? I mean, this is right now, I mean, sorting that actually quite an effort, to be honest. And then the next question is also color, right? I mean, we could either... Okay, I think we want this a little bit evenly sorted otherwise. I mean, if we make the... I mean, many designs could look good, right? We could have the big ones at the top. Oh wait, we have Spark 2 times? Good that we noticed that before we printed that. So really sorted like that we can't because we have x86 so prominently. The question is, do we really want that? I mean, if you master this really well, maybe there are better ways to use visual positioning things. But otherwise it might be quite a challenge to position them nicely in a circle if you wanted to try that idea. I wonder if... Yeah, still multiple things. Random colors. Maybe some little bit rotated. I don't know. It looks not professional. It looks like randomly placed. Due to the nature of the... By the way, do they have export to SVG? Did I try that? Actually, no, they have Inkscape SVG, not like... Yeah, so much to that. So the last time I used that and 300 dpi, I think also let's maybe make it 400 just because. Yeah. Why it doesn't use a document file names also? Yeah. Which let's try. So the problem is also everything you see, everything is a little bit annoying. Not only open source vector graphics things, but also this bloody store thing. Spreadshirt. Also so many. Where is? Where did I? Is that one? No, this was the. Let's try to change this to the. Yeah, probably need to make. Thank you very much. Do I really need to use YouTube to go to my own store? But then I don't have the admin page. That is also silly. Where is the freaking... I haven't opened my freaking merch shop already. Oh, come on. Let me just back in a second when I don't want to expose your old store login. So that is finally the login. Probably need to bookmark those. So yeah, this T2 logo somewhere in the US store. It is online. I mean, it's not the most important maybe, but somehow since I opened this YouTube store here, it's under investigation. That's why I don't know. So this is a little bit annoying. Not about advertisements. It's just this stuff here. Does it not constantly changed? Why does it not? I hate when this happens. Change front. Should be that one. All right, we don't see the preview because it is white on transparent. So they will not like it. I know that already. So yeah, also SVG upload doesn't load. Oops. And so just to get... strange. Why do they not? Usually they complained about cropping, but fine. So this is how it would look like, just to get an idea. Probably, yeah, if you do this like professionally, then you probably want to... I mean, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. And if you, to finish my own sentence, if you do this like professionally, like we take this seriously, some sort of stuff, and we hire someone to do this stuff, then you obviously want to do that locally, right? So you could even, like in a good program, maybe not in Inkscape, but either you, I mean, even in Inkscape you could do this. If you have an image of this bloody t-shirt, there is in background, and you don't save it, right? You obviously, you either hide it, delete it, or stuff in your template. So this is how it would look like right now. Actually, honestly, not too bad, to be honest. The question is, do we want T2 on the front of it? And we also, this design, I mean, given that there's currently not a single one ordered with our tiny little unsuccessful YouTube channel in Linux distribution, I don't want to spend that much time on that. Although there's always like, if you don't spend enough time, then nobody will buy it. What we also need to do is we need to combine that here for front and back, because this is currently our back design. And then we want to do that here to have a back side. And the question is, does this somewhat... I mean, I need to order some myself anyway to get an understanding how that looks in practice. Alpha Arc, PowerPC Spark, MIPS. I mean, this kind of sort of random positioning doesn't look too bad. Theoretically, maybe we shouldn't use A4, but a slightly different thing. And then the back is yeah, that one. This is just how this shop works. Usually I didn't make it like full size. I kept it a little bit not the fullest zoomed in. Yeah, do we want to make this colorful? Leave in the comments below. And you see this takes quite a while, right? So what you would want to do here is obviously maybe disallow white. Oops. All right, we can't disallow that because it was selected. I mean, yellow, maybe if the people choose it, I don't know. Should we disable the most silly combinations? It takes always some extra work. Otherwise, that is kind of how it would look like. Leave in the comments below. Is that useful, Alpha? And again, just a quick design. How long? Yeah, probably 1 hour easily, right? Plus our failed. I mean, I probably, from a design perspective, I would probably not mix T2 on the front side because that is all about architectures. But leave in the comments below. So unfortunately, you need to do that for what is it, Man Vintage. And so not only do I need to do this for all the products, which obviously is a tiny little bit annoying, and which also why some might not be perfect because there's only so much time also maybe I don't forbid all the colors. Okay, this doesn't have white anyway. Also, yeah, you see I can't even print like on, or the store, not like but the store can't even, I don't know. I don't quite get it why they can't do that there, but somehow they can't. Yeah, leave in the comments below what merch you want. I kinda spend the extra efforts of sometimes, what is it, women? I kinda spend the extra efforts to disallow white for the current white stuff. Also, yeah, theoretically we could have here right and left, which maybe we actually should do if we would have had some logo stuff, but I guess it is for when we sell more of the stuff. I don't know, is it good? Is it not? Leave in the comments below. At least it's something. Does something count? I try not to keep it that large. Oh no, I forgot to check for white, but whatever. Yeah, which would you want? Leave in the comments below. Do you like any of those? Maybe I try to make one, but this is also time that goes off from other T2 development, maintaining, and microkernel design, right? If you're wondering why do we not... But at some point I probably need to increase the team here of having dedicated people to do stuff that I shouldn't be doing. But I wanted to have some more in the store for people to potentially choose. Wait a second, is this? Yeah, I don't know. Does it make sense to disallow those? Where is now this? Why is this not? I thought I clicked this already in the meantime. I mean, if people order white on white, maybe it's on them. So these are just some random products. I slightly wonder why they're not auto 100% set. Do they have white here? Yeah, leave in the comments below what you like and don't like. By the way, does 100% fit on here or strange stuff? I'm not sure why all the stuff is not 100% by default. Hey, cap. So the cap, I think for that, yeah, we would need to have some widescreen format. Let's delete that here actually. So they have plenty of other products, and now I need to repeat all of the freaking stuff for the US side, right? I did this now first for the EU side because what is it? T2 architectures, Linux, ARM, MIPS, Spark, 86. RISC-V. I guess it could allow people to find that maybe from other stores. I don't know. What T2 is freaking not allowed? Are they freaking kidding me? Wow. Why? How can T2? Wow. Yeah, trademark nonsense and stuff. That is hilarious. And if you wonder why our T2 is still not logo is still not approved, that is really silly. Publish that. Yeah, I need to figure out the stripes of the other. I think this would have been potentially cool one if we figure out the vector path exclusion there. As usual, I hope you like this time here together live on YouTube. As usual, if you're wondering what we're doing, this is our tiny little Linux distribution here. I hope you learned something, including that Inkscape. Yeah, with such flagship open source products, and somehow you can get stuff done, sure, if you spend more time, but I also feel like it is my limited use here after I used it more 10 years ago, 15 years ago with my time, and I know how to operate AutoCAD, and I also used Adobe InDesign a bit. In my opinion, from a somewhat capable computer operator and computer scientist, my impression is this could be a little bit more usable, but leave in the comments below. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and order some merchandise, and I hope to see you soon for more fun stuff to come. Where's my freaking cursor?